Hey everyone, it's Aram here. I'm with the USA Link System. I'm the social media specialist. I'm here with Ali Spinu, who's the CEO of USA Link System. And we're here today with another educational and informative video regarding making over your social media content. So we're gonna be discussing a lot of information today. Thanks for tuning in, and let's get started. So let's talk about when you should be able to make over your social media content. So let's get into evaluating your social media content. So as a business or as an entrepreneur, the first thing that you need to consider is to evaluate your social media. So there's a few questions you should ask yourselves. The first question is your social media channel growing? Do you see your followers going up? Do you see your impression number going up? Do you see your analytics going up? The second question is, are your followers gaining value from the content, right? So when you post high quality visuals or high quality content, is there something that they're learning? And the third question is, are people seeing and reacting to my content? Are you getting engagements? Are you getting likes and reactions? These are just questions that should be going through your mind. And if your answer is no to any of these questions, then that it's important to revamp your social media content. And so we're gonna dive into different tips to execute your social media content makeover and how we can help you with your social media content. So I'm gonna turn the tables over to Ali now so that she can speak a little bit.
Hey guys, yeah, it's amazing topic. Thank you, Aram, for choosing it. Because what we see in our industry, we serve as therapists. People are coming to us like, save us, rescue us. We don't know what else to do, right? And that's in regards to social media. And when we dive into such a project, we always, like a therapist, asking questions like, when you look at your social media, what you like, what you don't like, right? Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the analytics and numbers and so on, the first thing you need to ask yourself as a business person is, when you open your Instagram or you open the Facebook, do you like what you see, right? Is that representing your brand, right? Do you see people asking questions and engaging? Because social media is, look at it as a room full of people, and you are part of it. Do people come to you? Do people ask questions? Do people say hello, right, to you in that room? And if not, that is a great sign. If you answer to yourself, no, I don't like what I see in my social media. No, that is not really representing my brand. And no, people don't approach me and asking me questions and commenting and liking what I say, or at least not liking what I say, then it's time for a revamp. That's the point where normally people come say, hey, help us ULS, right? And this is where we begin from. It's very easy. We are asking questions, and those questions you can ask yourself today, right? And obviously there are some pointers we can give you how to revamp and when to revamp and when is a good sign.
Thanks, Ali, for explaining it a little bit more. So let's jump right in to executing the social media content makeover. Because if you obviously have to make over your social media, then we have many tips for you here. So the first tip to executing a social media content makeover is a consistency. So you need to convey the same message across all social media platforms that are unique to your company's manifesto or your core mission or core values, and target that audience. And so it's important that the consistency is there. When you're consistent on social media, then you'll see results. It's the only way that you're going to be able to see a lot of results, is that if you keep consistency in mind. Now, with specific to Instagram, if you're on Instagram, the key to consistency there is not just posting, and it's not just posting times as well. It's actually branding your page. And so that includes like templates, that includes any visuals that have similar color schemes, so these are all things that you need to keep in mind for sure. Consistency is key. The second tip is to audit for any comments or inquiries or flame. And so when you're on social media, you don't want to ignore any negative comments, and you don't really want to ignore positive comments too. So it's always great to get that interaction with your audience and to get that engagement. And you want to address any negative comments immediately or as soon as you can to basically avoid any negative reactions online, to save your reputation online, etc. Because with social media, things can spread very quick, right? And so if, let's say, we could take a brand as an example, Burger King, they did a campaign where it didn't go so well. And so they got a lot of flame and negativity on their campaign, and they ended up deleting it and apologizing. And so, they did that all though within 15 minutes. So it happened very quick. And so, if you see any negative reactions like that to your content, then it's good to take action immediately.
Also, like in the real life, your answer does not need to be liked or accepted by all, but at least your statement is there, right? As a business, you will have people that have an honest opinion, which happen to be a negative one, and you may have trolls that just did not obtain something from you, and they will find you online, and that's the life we live in, right? But your statement has to be there, your statement has to be heard, and that's your image of the business. And whoever will understand it will understand it, whoever will not understand it will move on with their feelings about it, but at least it's there.
Yes, I like how you brought up trolls on social media, because it is quite a problem. And so as a business owner or as a social media, you want to basically know the difference between someone who's real and authentic and someone who's just trolling because they don't have nothing else to do. So you need to just make that distinction and then act appropriately.
Right. And Aram brought up a very good point. When you are revamping your social media, it's not the social media you touch first. What you touch first is the principles. How do you want that social media look like? Sketch it on the paper, sketch it online. There's many tools you can put together a feed so you can get a feel. But most important, and we talked about it, is brand assets. You have to have them already done, ready, right? Because they will help you to make it happen. It's same thing as you would, cook a sophisticated recipe. If you made up your mind to cook it but never made up a shopping list and you don't have everything ready and available for you, that will not become a good dish, right? So you need to be ready, you need to have that recipe, you need to have a checklist of things you need to do even before you are touching your social media, and that is very important. And if you need any help of compiling an aesthetical feed or a package of your brand assets, you can reach out to us and we'll guide you through that and we'll be able to help you with that. But there is some things you do before.
Absolutely. And I really like how you mentioned that, and it actually drives right into the next tip, which is making more relatable content. After you've generated your brand visuals, after you've done everything that you need to do, then you can focus on your content. And so making more relatable content is absolutely important. And if your content is not getting the engagement that you want, then you need to figure out your target audience. Again, this is part of the research, but your content should really be more niche content. And so generalized content necessarily is already oversaturated on social media. And so that's what you don't want to do. And so you want to make your content more niche. And that leaves us to the final tip, which is video visuals and infographics. And so when you target niche communities, you can actually use those topics in a more niche way to target those communities to get more engagements. And so this is why more targeted, high quality content will generate more return with your time, rather than more generalized content for entrepreneurs and those aspiring to be entrepreneurs and whatnot. And so just make sure that when you're making your content, it's okay to post things that are general. You do want to post a few things here and there that are general, but majority of your content really should be niche for your targeted communities.
Right, and even if it's general, it needs to be genuine, right? It needs to be you. It needs to be your brand. And what I see happening is normally businesses do not have the time to manage their social media, and they would hire somebody entry level, right? And that person is just let to run the social media because there is this notion that everybody does social media today. Yes, everybody does social media today on the personal level. Everybody has a knowledge of each platform, but doing social media for a brand is a specialty. A lot of Aram can tell you, a lot of things and thoughts and strategy needs to go there. And it's okay if you have the budget to hire just somebody entry level. The only thing you need to know as an entrepreneur, you need to give that person direction. You cannot let them do just what they think they can do, because that individual needs to have your idea, your vision, your brand. Each post must speak about your brand, right? And leading them without direction, you will end up having those generalized posts just because they don't feel the brand, they don't know the brand as you do, right? Like a good we just had a discussion in a meeting, like there's National Day of hot dogs, of oceans, of dogs, of whatever. Those posts, type of posts, they're like a drop of water in the ocean. Everybody does those, right? But let's say if you take it and make it yours, let's say you are a grocery store, right? And you do sell hot dogs. And if you want to celebrate hot dogs, celebrate the ones that you sell, right? And make it yours, own that content to your benefit, and bring people to your store through that content. And that's the whole idea about social media and making it yours.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. So at ULS, we can support your business with social media content, and our expert social media specialists, our copywriters, our designers know all the tips and tricks to basically get the job done and put your brand on the map. And so if we're more than happy to schedule a free consultation call to talk about your business development needs or whatever you need for your social media. Make sure to contact us to learn more, or you can visit our website at usalinkssystem.com. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to stay updated for all of our future videos. See you next time.